Alright, here's a before look of the lower pond. I'm going to pull some clay out from the middle and put it up on the dam so I could grade that dam, make it wider, and then I'm going to loosen up this entire bottom because it needs a mucky bottom for that rice to make roots. So first things first, let's yank that gate out of there. Okay, I'm going to put the drone up now, but I'm going to just show you what my objective is. Yeah, this stuff is soft. I'm just trying to grade the whole thing down so I can run the excavator over it. My first objective, because we got rain in the forecast, is just to try and get at least 6 inches of water in this whole thing. That's all I really need to grow the rice. It's either like 6 to 12 or 6 to 24 inches. So I'm going to just try and get this thing flattened out, packed down a little better. Me and Ryan working on this, but he tracked this down with his skid steer, at least the base of it. So I think it'll hold water fine because of that. So let's try and grade it down. It is wet, it is soft. It's not going to be good that way, but I have to try and do this before we get rain on this. Okay, so it's time to clean this gate out. I got a pile of dirt that I bladed in front of me, kind of ready to fill in there. I got to be really careful not to destroy it. That water gate I'm not all that concerned about. As far as I'm concerned, it's kind of useless. But the pipe I don't want to ruin, because I'm going to use it for an overflow pipe. For this very pond. Boy, I just broke it. That was really nice. Sometimes I forget how much power this thing has. You know, all I was trying to do was wiggle it a little bit and see how it, like this. I thought it would just kind of come out of there. But that break might not bother it so much in the center. That break is over there, so it may not bother it so much. Let's get this thing somewhere out of the way. Let's get it all the way out of the way, because undoubtedly it will be in the way when I set it down the first time. Let's get it over here. Going. This is all, and yeah, the weeds probably ain't the best, but this dam is really pretty wide right here, and it was all really compacted down when Ryan and I built it. Start leveling this and tracking it down. Yeah, jamming out, baby. Packing the dam. Ooh, another one I hate to turn off right now, but I got a little bit of dry stuff on top because I was kind of mushing in. But you can see I'm getting it tracked down right now. And then soon I'm going to grade off this entire top here. And then I'm going to try and get in there in that pond there. I know it's going to be soft, but I'm going to try and slop another foot or so on the top that I could hopefully grade flat. Back to the music. Alright, let's give it a whirl. The first grading. Got the seat belt on, because in some parts it is quite narrow. So we're right right where I'm blading right now. That's where the old pipe was. Right here. And I'm definitely sinking in quite a bit over here. Part of the good news is it's really small here, but I don't know if that's really good news or not. Let's pull some of this back here. One run. Okay, so I decided I definitely needed some more dirt to build up the dam on this rice pond. So in the interim, I hauled some more dirt in with the dump truck, and let's go to regrading this the second time, building this dam up higher. Alright, here's a midstream look. The base is done. It's all scraped up, and I still have to grade the dam, but right now I'm working on peeling this old pile of black dirt I was saving, just putting it on the road slash dam over here, and I'm gonna just grade it all the way around. Alright, here's a ground look. It's ready for an overflow pipe. I have to go up and get one and give it a try. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, it's kind of a shame I don't have the right size pipe. That's either a 12 or 15, and I hate using that. That's probably just too big. I can make 2 good crossings out of this one. So what I opted to try is I'm going to try 3 of these 4-inch. I already had one cut in half, so I just cut this one in half. So I'll try 3 of them. This spot doesn't get any runoff like a pond normally does. It's basically just rainwater. So I think these 3 will work fine as long as I can get them seated pretty good. So let's give it a whirl. Okay, while I'm letting a laser level, I'm going to just pack it down a few more times with the excavator and then try and get these pipes set in there. Okay, just ran the laser and I still have a lot of work to do. Basically, the lowest spot is around there, and the top of the dam is about even with the ground floor over here. So I got to push a bunch of this dirt over there and lower the floor and then bring it all up on the dam and build it up some more. Okay, so now I had to go in there and pull out this whole side and pile it and push it over to the dam, and now it's down there is all wet and all mucky, so when I'm grading the dam I'm sinking. You know, this wouldn't be a big deal if we had a nice forecast, but as usual they're predicting rain again. So, and you can just imagine this slop, because there's nowhere for this water to go right now. I'm ponding this thing off, so that's, if this gets wet, if we were to get rain on this, I'll never get back in here, you know, unless we get a drought. So I'm trying to at least get it graded off to where it'll hold at least 2 feet of water with enough dam on the top, and then I don't care if it rains, because then I don't have to go back in the middle anymore. So basically right now the depth is roughly 2 feet deep to the lowest spot in the dam over there, without any settling going on or anything yet. And that spot I really can't finish grading. It's a little too soft. So that's all gonna settle. So in theory I could put the pipe at the very lowest spot right now, but I still need to build all this up another foot. All right, I'm back at the duck pond. It's like day 3 now, maybe. It's May 11th, and I'm just trying to pack down the dam here, and then I'm gonna bring in a little bit more clay from the other side of the duck pond and beef this up about another foot or so, and then start putting the overflow pipe in and doing the final grading, hopefully. All right, so then what I did was bring more dirt in. I should have done this earlier in the project, but I just hauled some more dirt in, so I had some more dirt to work with because I couldn't pull it off of the bottom any longer. So brought in some more dirt, and that made things a lot easier. Okay, here's close to the end of I think day 3. I thought I'd have this done in day 1, and it's still not even going to be done in day 3, but that corner's kind of giving me fits. It just keeps sagging and sagging. So I just dumped another load of clay in there with the dump truck, and I'm going to grade this out once more, and then I'm going to shoot it all with the laser and see if I can put my pipe in yet or not today. Hey guys, Kapper here, and I am finally close to finishing the rice pond, and this is going to be my first pipe that I've ever put in a pond of any kind. I've put in a lot of ditch crossing pipes, and all the little ponds I've done have been spillways. So I have this all lasered out at exactly 2 feet from the most of the bottom, and the bottom is only about a 3-4 inch difference, and that's because it's really soft. As you'll see in a minute, it's totally loosened up so that it could be mucky for the rice to take hold. So let me show you this pipe here. Right, perfect. The bottom, I got this set up 2 feet, so the depth will be 2 feet, and I got a little bit of a decline going this way. Perfect. I forgot my shovel, but I'm just going to fill this in by hand and pack it a little and bring some more clay with the dump truck. This corner needs to be built up just a little, but not much, so I'm going to build up this whole section and I'm going to fill it with water, man. Oh, and I chose this spot on the levee for the pipe for a good reason, because this ditch here ties into this little ditch here, which you could see it's stagnant, which is good. There's really not much moving water, but this is the ditch from the old pond. There's like 3 or 4 small seeps back here, and this is where we catch them all. They come down, and I got a little crossing right there with a pipe. So that's why I put it in this spot as opposed to what used to be the lower spot over there. All right, so there's a look at the pipe completed. I decided only to use one pipe. I figure it would be plenty because there's not going to be much water spillover in this little bitty pond. And there's the final completion look. Looks very nice now. I'm definitely proud of it, so let's see what happens when I start filling it up within the next few days. Hey guys, Kapper here. It's May 12th, and I definitely bit off more than I could chew this year, taking on Project 211. Especially trying to do both places, only be able to function 2 to 3 hours a day on an average day. But I'm not giving up, just a little bit at a time. So you could see the rice pond. This is now going to be called the rice pond. It used to be the lower duck pond, okay? This is going to be called the rice pond. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get a siphon going for it. So I've learned from several of my viewers and Outdoor with the Morgans, Mike, that a siphon has to be a solid hose. So what I did this time, I tried it with this lay flat hose and I couldn't keep a siphon going after I got it started. So this time I have this solid 2-inch hose up on the top. It's only a 50-foot section, but I'm hoping that when I shut the engine off, this will be enough to keep the siphon going all the way down to the rice pond. So let me get it primed. I'll start the gas motor and then I'll shut it off and I'll let you know how it goes here. One pull, and here she comes. This thing sat all winter and started on the first pull. Got pressure all the way down here on the lay flat. The rice pond is now filling up. I've been debating back and forth, you know, do I spread the seed now and I can walk in there, or do I wait till it's like 6 inches deep? So for now, I'm gonna wait, at least get it. Problem is, if I wait till it's 6 inches deep, I'm gonna have 14 pounds of muck on my boots. But I think I can reach the middle just by tossing the seed from the shorelines all the way around. That's what I think. You know how that goes sometimes, but let's try the siphon and see if it's gonna work. All right, let's kill the pump. Oh. Now, I'm curious to see, what do you think, guys? Is this 50-foot section of rigid gonna be enough to keep a siphon going or not? The lay flat's already laid flat, I see that, so I don't think it's gonna work. I don't have any more rigid hose. Might have to leave the gas motor going. I mean, there's a little bit of water movement. Okay, I guess not bad if it holds like this. I mean, it's not quite the whatever, 50 gallons a minute or 100, whatever that high pressure thing is. This might just work though if I leave it like this. Save some gas, save some noise, although it'll take forever at this rate. Alright, had to switch back to the gas engine. The siphon was nice, but it just wasn't quite cutting it. Alright, so here's the muck pond, the rice pond. 4:30 p.m. It's been running a couple hours. The pump ran out of gas. So now I'm just going to leave it overnight. Leave it on the siphon, and it should be full. Well, I don't know if it'll be full by morning or not. It'll be halfway full anyways. Okay, this is where it's at, and the sun is shining right on the camera, so I really can't see what I'm even looking at here. But there's the edge of it. So I don't know if you're considering that to be full. Here's the, oops, here's the side with the water coming in. Okay, so then it was time to plant the wild rice. Basically, it's just hand broadcasting it, all right? But the bottom of the pond had to be kind of loosened up, so I did loosen it with the excavator through this process, so it's really mucky on the bottom. So this was in May of 2018, and the first year we didn't get any rice growth at all. Well, here's a look at the rice pond. Today's May 25th. There's a turtle in there. I just saw it dive. You could see some green coming up. Thanks to Mrs. Kapper, she planted and dragged it for me a day or two after it was finished. So we've got something growing on there anyways. Now the folks that sell the rice say that it might not come up the first year, and it could come up at any time within 5 years. So here we are, we just hit May of 2019, and I put this whole project together, and so far last year in 2018 we did not have any growth. So I don't think I'm going to order any more rice. I'm going to see how it goes this spring to see if by chance any of the rice roots and starts growing or not. So, and here's a quick shot of the rice pond up at the top there, the one filled with water. We'll zoom in on it here, just showing the dam is all grown nicely, and we now mow it all the time and keep it clear. But Mrs. Kapper's planting of clover and wheat on there has come in nicely. This was a little over a month after we planted it in 2018. That's where it's at right now. I'll get an update here this spring and this summer to see if we get any rice, and we'll keep you posted. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to follow all of our country living adventures. We're now working on a new farm in western Kentucky, and we're actually hoping to move there and get out of Illinois. So thanks again. I look forward to seeing you on the next go around. Kapper out.